Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
I'm Don from Rugby. Hey, Tom, how's the weather?
Hey, Don, boy, you know, the eastern part of the state, well, east of Highway 83, certainly a lot cooler than to the west, but still not a bad day, right? At least it's not raining or snowing. In Minot, just a lot more sunshine than other areas, so it really has been a nice day. I want to show you this photo. I got this actually last night, several of them from Lavina Fox, and I guess she lives in Mandaree or near Mandaree, but this is Lost Bridge near Mandaree. This area right in here, look at all that ice still. That is, boy, as far as your eye can see, that is a tremendous amount of ice there. 41 cool degrees in Bismarck. That cloud cover was not our friend today. Southwest wind at 8 and humidity 82%. That's a fairly high humidity. In Minot, 53 beautiful degrees. South winds at 15 and humidity 59%. In Williston, 65. Now, I was hoping for 70. Didn't have enough sunshine early enough, didn't make it, but 65, southwest wind at 10, humidity only 34%. And in Dickinson, 52 degrees, the south wind is at 14, and the humidity in Dickinson, 61%. Here are some of the other temperatures. You can really tell where the sky cleared out earlier today. The sunshine was able to get through the clouds, and it warmed up a lot more. And where the clouds hung on, it was much, much cooler today. 64 in Watford City. Nothing wrong with that. The wind has been 10, 15 miles an hour for sustained winds. We've had some wind gusts, 15 to 20, but nothing seriously windy. I think the wind will die down tonight, and as the wind dies down, maybe even early evening, we could start to see some fog to develop once again tonight. And the satellite and radar storm system, there's a swirl. There's the center of the storm right there off the Pacific coast. Does not look like a big weather maker for the West Coast, at least as of right now. Southern Plains, pretty nice weather. And actually, for most of the U.S., the weather isn't that bad today. Might be cloudy in spots, but it's not storming and it's not snowing most locations. I want to show you something here in the upper atmosphere, and the blue arrow is what's coming around the upper level low. That's just what's going on in the upper atmosphere up to our northeast. And then this kind of a flow is a ridge, but it's farther south. We're kind of stuck in between, and we're really closer to the influence of the trough, so it's not going to be nearly as warm as it would be if we were under the big ridge. We don't see that on Thursday. Friday, the ridge is off to the west. That's the ridge. But here's more of that trough, more of that influence, so it's not going to be nearly as warm on Friday as it might be otherwise. It's still not going to be cold, but that ridge really looks like it's going to set up. But it's off to the west, so it's not doing us a lot of good. We're still under the influence of that trough, even on Saturday, so it's not going to be seriously warm. And we really are kind of in between on Sunday. So, yes, it's going to be decent. The temperatures are going to be in the 40s and 50s. But if you're hoping for a really big warm-up with this kind of setup, just don't see that happening. So our precision cast for tonight looks like the clouds and maybe some fog off to the east, partly cloudy tomorrow. Here we are, and then by Thursday morning, a partly cloudy day as well. So mix of sunshine and clouds. Fog still likely, especially east of Highway 83 tonight, possible to the west. Next 72 hours for Dickinson. Looks like decent temperatures. I mean, nothing great, but still decent and a little bit cooler as we get into the weekend. Our forecast temperatures tonight, 20s and 30s, which isn't bad. Daytime highs tomorrow, 40s, 50s, and maybe around 60 degrees. Here's a look at the next 7 days. And it looks like Saturday, while it will be cool, is going to be pretty decent. And again, it may be cool, but it's not going to go into the deep freeze.
Great. Not bad.
Get outdoors for the weekend.